My phone is so full. It says I have 56 minutes left, and then my phone will be completely full. Hi, this is Divine. I'm 10:06 a.m. Shit. I think it's December 20th, Saturday. Holiday blues are settling in hard. I'm making this video as a timeline documentation. I'm not even sure if I'm going to post it. I'm doing this video more for myself, so I can, if I live through this moment, I can remember it. That air conditioner is so noisy. Holiday depression, holiday blues. I wasn't really feeling much until like last night. Just a tiny bit, but I didn't really think I was feeling it until I woke up this morning. I've been waiting for a package from China for my son's birthday present. His birthday's last month, hoping that it'll get here for Christmas. But when I looked at the email yesterday, it said the package was delivered. Obviously it wasn't, because I'm here and it's not. And I kept trying to get an email reply back and notification about how I haven't received it, where was it delivered, or anything. Not getting any straight answers, just, oh, it was delivered. No new emails this morning when I woke up. But I woke up this morning, I don't know, with like an overwhelming amount of pain and sadness, like indescribable, just so deep. Like, it wasn't when I first woke up, because I remember petting my dog and being happy and holding my dog. I think it was like after the second time I peed, and then I actually felt like I was actually waking up, and thoughts were starting to come into my head. You know, because sometimes when you first wake up, you're kind of foggy and everything's just like relaxed. And then I woke up, I had this overwhelming sadness and depression about my delivery not coming. And I picked up my phone to scroll, and then I saw it said my son's name is a friend suggestion on my Instagram. I'm like, I'm not following my son? I was really confused by that. I should probably go back and check which Instagram it is, because it didn't make sense. But I don't know. I don't play with my social media like I did when I first got it. I've hardly posted anything. Especially on Instagram. But, so, I went to request and then saw that my sisters were under his friends list, and that upset me because I thought I had finished blocking all our media pages from my media pages, but I guess not, because I hadn't been on my Instagram, or whichever Instagram it was. I'm not sure. I have to look at it later. So I started blocking the rest of them because it's just too painful for me, being that the continuous outcast of the family, to be reminded of their lives without me. And it just hurts too much to see things come up. My friends that are always saying, oh, your sister's doing this, oh, your sister's doing that. My who? You mean the person that's blood related to me that refuses to talk to me because they don't think I'm good enough to be in their lives? So why am I being reminded of these people? I'm not really understanding it. And so I woke up, or not woke up, but I started processing these emotions, or not knowing how to process these emotions, going through my body so intensely and so deeply and so strongly, and feeling bad that I couldn't get a present to my son. It felt like my whole world was falling apart all over again. Just the little things. 'Cause holidays are the most painful time of the year for me. I still don't know how I get through them. I call it suicidal idolation because I don't know what else to call it. But it's like this holiday depression that I get for not having a home or anyone to celebrate with like I used to when my son and his dad and I were a family. And I had stepkids, so the holidays were extra big in putting things together because it was one of the few times they came to visit, and we wanted everybody to have a happy, joyous occasion. So I put countless hours of work into going to stores, getting presents, getting food, preparing meals, getting things together to have gatherings. So the family could come over and everything. And everyone getting mad at me because they didn't want to put in the work to make the holiday the holiday. But just all like, oh, well, you wanted that. And I was like, I was just trying to give. And then the years later, it was like anything that I ever did didn't matter. Nobody ever cared about it or wanted to remember it. When my first husband and I started having issues, and he started sleeping on the couch for over a year, it broke me. It broke me in ways I didn't know it could be broken. I put all my love into our relationship. Everything about me, I let go. All my hopes and dreams, ideas, concepts, I just let it go. It was just like, okay, I'm just gonna be a wife and a mom and do the thing. And for a while, I was so happy doing that. But it seemed like no matter how hard I tried to do things, I don't like using the word try, but it seemed like no matter what I did, someone was always begrudging me. Because it was hard. Really hard to be in a new relationship, being a new mom with 3 stepkids. I love them so much, and I gave them all of my mommy love that I could give. And the same, because I was around them for a year or 2 or so before my son was born. And so I had built a rapport, I thought, a loving rapport with them. They saw how much I loved their daddy and stuff. But as time went on, my husband went through this depression. He lost a coworker at work. Then he got laid off. And then he reverted back to his video games. He ignored me and ignored the family and ignored existing with the family. And I couldn't handle the pressure alone. And then my best friend I hadn't seen in over a decade came back into my life, and became good friends with my husband, and everything was good. But my best friend had terminal illness, so life was complicated. And then the holidays would come again, and see, every time my stepkids would come in, my husband would be happy. It would be great. But as soon as they would leave, he would get into this depression, vile depression, where he would punch holes in the walls. There's certain things I would talk about much, because it didn't seem like anybody cared. And I didn't know how to explain it to my son. I just tried to keep it away from him, because I didn't understand it. And then there would be times where my husband would yell at my son, so we separated a couple times. And then I had someone befriend me and kept telling me all the things I wanted to hear, trying to talk me up and make me feel happier. And with my best friend dying, it was really hard to know what to do in life, because I had my friend dying and my husband yelling at me, and I didn't want to watch my friend die. I knew I could help him, but he needed to be able to help himself too. And there were so many things, so many little things, so many big things. Like, I had scoliosis, MS, and liver disease, and he still smokes cigarettes. And it was like this thing, and he was so loving, but he was so stubborn. And my husband was stubborn too. Like, they were good friends, but at the same time, they both wanted all my attention. My best friend was dying, and my husband was in his depression, and my son was just trying to get through school. And I never had a tutor, but I tried to get my son, I tried to help when I realized that I couldn't help him do his schoolwork. I tried tutoring and different things, but his dad and I, we separated. I just couldn't handle the tug and pull from my dying friend and my depressed husband. And then there were some other factors that came into play. So like I said, I had my other friend that was filling my head up with all those things I wanted to hear, telling me it was okay, telling me I was beautiful, and filling my head up with all those words I wanted to hear from my husband. But I wasn't hearing them from my husband. I was only hearing pain. And my friend dying, I was only hearing pain. When we go to the hospital and he had his amniocentesis, because we had to go every month, I would just sit there and sketch and draw and listen to my headphones. I don't even know where headphones are anymore. Like, I've lost all of them over the years, and I've gotten them, and then I constantly lose them. So I haven't worn headphones in almost a decade. Or earbuds. Either or. It doesn't seem to work out for me. Like, I'll have them, I might use them for a day or two, and then I misplace them. Like, I can't keep track of them. I probably have 3 pair just floating around my stuff, if I still have. But my stuff is mostly in storage, because I'm living in my camper right now. My car is dead. So usually I live in my car. That's a whole nother lengthy story. But this holiday depression, it's hurts so much. I miss my son every day. He's not that far away, but like I said, my car's dead right now, so I can't do much. And when I get like this, I'm not very functional to be in society, to go get it taken care of, to do the responsible things. I can't be in public when my emotions are raging like this. It just seems like one thing after the other, because after my car died, then I thought I was starting to go through my life change, and then it stopped, and then I got sick, because I was getting ready. I went to a friend's house, took a shower, came home, and then got a text, by the way, I'm sick. What? So I got sick, my uncles got sick. Luckily my mom, she didn't get sick, but I'm still dealing with being sick. It's funny because my friend in Bali, she's sick too, walking pneumonia like me. Kind of crazy. I got it once in my 30s, and ever since I get sick, my chest, it'll go straight to it. Because that deep cough, gasp, it's like, I need to get my lungs cleaned out or something. That's a whole nother subject. But like, the air conditioner again. I wish I could just buy a new one so it'd be quiet. It doesn't even work that great, but it keeps the house cooler than it would be if there wasn't any air. Just kind of talking brings me down from the emotional turmoil. I don't know if I'll come up to any conclusions or theories or anything with this conversation. I just needed to calm down, and I was too far in the emotions to just do breathing exercises. So talking kind of deflects the emotion to bring me back to my center, to ground it a little bit. I started writing a letter to my son. I've never really done that before. And then the pen went out of ink. So that's why I went to the video. I'm so grateful for my doggie. I don't know what I would do if I didn't have her. I don't know if I'd be here if I didn't have her. I make these videos because I feel no close connection with anyone on this earth right now. No one. I have a couple people that show me that they care every once in a while, but we're all bogged down with our lives, so they're not really there for me at all. Well, like, who's supposed to be there for you? I do not know. I don't know how to be there for myself most of the time. Maybe it's because I've never really been shown that. Like, I watch other people be happy. You know? I watch other people spend time for each other. I'm searching for words, and it's hard not knowing what to say. She my little baby. Yeah, she my baby. she's definitely what keeps me here, for sure. And sometimes petting her is my only happiness. Most of the time. Moving around so much, I haven't been able to make a creative station or a desk space in a very long time to let my creative juices flow out. I know I get obsessed with picking out her dreads. She doesn't like it. But it gives me something to fidget with, because they're not healthy for her. They pull on her skin and stuff. That's why she doesn't like me messing with them, because it hurts the skin. But she'll dread up super fast, like in a week, if I don't work at her fur every day. I'm always working at putting more oils in her diet, but her fur seems to stay very dry. It's very thick. I hadn't shaved it because of the winter season, but we're in Miami, so I need to shave it. She is too hot. I lost focus on my discussion, but in a sense that's okay, because I'm not crying as much as I was when the video started. I'm still working to understand it, these emotions. When I go through these emotions, it's not that I don't feel worthy of love, because I do. I just don't feel the love. Like, I don't know. I feel the pain that my first husband felt. May he rest in peace. I really hope he does have peace now that he's gone. This thing we call life is very strange and confusing. She likes it if I just pet her. She doesn't like it when I pick at her. Would you like it if you got picked at? Probably not. But it's like, just want something to do with my hands, so my mind stops thinking so much. It's like I don't have a ball of yarn to straighten out. That's what I would do as a kid. I would play with the balls of yarn. I was alone a lot growing up. So I moved around so much growing up. And I still move around all the time. So I don't really understand security. I don't understand a sense of belonging. 'Cause I've never had it. 52 years old, I never really had it. I mean, the closest I ever had was being a mom, but my son's 23 now, so I'm on my own again. My first husband's gone, and my second husband left me. And I haven't been able to come back from that emotionally. I don't have the effort in me. I don't have the strength in me. I've tried a couple times, few times to date, but it just feels empty. It feels plain. It feels like I'm trying too hard to get to know someone. Even with family, it was like, if I didn't say the right, I always felt like I was walking on eggshells with my family. Especially my siblings. It just felt like they were so filled with expectations of who I was supposed to be and what I was supposed to be doing with my life, that when they found out who I was and what I'm like, oh, you're too plain to be in our lives. So I don't go out. Every once in a while, maybe I'll go to the beach by myself or with my dog. But I don't go places anymore. I don't try to do things with anyone anymore. Everything seems too hard. And I don't like it when guys ask me out on dates. So, when they look at you up and down for a minute before they ask you your question, it's like, so what did you just picture my body being for you? Because my mind, it's up here. My heart is here. But it's not about the conversation, because they don't really care about the conversation. They just look up and down and say, okay, hey, you want to hang out? No, I don't. If that's all it is, I definitely do not. And it's even worse when, like, people message me off of social media. Oh, you're so beautiful, I want to get to know you. Oh, you like my pictures, so you want to see if you can go out with me? You're fucking nuts. Why don't you ask me some questions about life, or about food, or about nature, or about my dog? Not, hey, you want to hang out? No, I don't. Now, if you want to work on an art project together, or if you want to cook together, or if you want to make some tinctures together, that'd be great. Yeah, I'd be down for that. You want to go with me while I walk my dog, take it to the park, go on an adventure? go exploring, that sounds cool. But don't try to hold my hand and don't try to kiss me. Just don't. My trust levels are not there. Nowhere near there. And if you do try to steal a kiss from me, I'm not going to want to hang out with you again. I'll avoid you. I won't say anything about it, but I'll avoid you. I hate it when people try to take a kiss without asking permission. I hate it. To me, it's like, oh, okay, I'm going to put a slave bracelet on you now, and you're going to be mine. I don't care if you want to or not. I'm just going to make you mine. Fuck that. There goes the trash truck. Yeah, go out with it. Not me. I don't even know how to maintain friendships at this point, let alone relationships. Do I miss sex? Of course I do. So freaking much. So much more even going through this whole life cycle thing. Do I feel like a woman anymore? Not fully, no. Oh, my cough is way better than it was. That's like nothing in comparison. I haven't taken my medicine yet, because I haven't really gotten out of bed. I know I need to clean out my phone today, because I've used 37 minutes out of my 56 minutes. Memory is at like 99% full. I have like 520 gigs or something. But yeah. I'm wanting to calm down enough so I can go take my doggy for a walk. She's starting to get restless. But yeah, I really miss having friends. I miss knowing me. I miss feeling a purpose. I don't feel like I have any purpose left in my life anymore. At the same time, I enjoy not having the chaos, and I enjoy not having the drama. I guess that's where that balance is. But it does get awfully lonely. I'm not big on the lonely part. But I am getting closer and closer to wanting to leave this world. When I was younger, I was all about it. I wanted to live till I was 250 years old. Now I'm 52. I don't see me wanting to live another 200 years. I don't even see me wanting to live another year. I don't want to go through this holiday of depression alone again. I really, really don't. But I'm not just going to be with someone so I'm not alone. I did that. And it almost destroyed me. Never be with someone because you don't want to be alone. Only be with someone that is honest and true with you. If you know they're known to lie about things, don't go out with them. If you know that they're good at manipulating you into doing things you don't want to do, don't go out with them. Because they're not genuine people. They don't really want you. They want you to fill their time until they find something they want. I'm not just a time filler. And that's how my second husband treated me. I was just a time filler until he could fill it with something else. When it came to be more work than it was worth, he threw me away and tried to keep everything of mine that he could sell and profit from. That's why I don't have anything left in my jewelry business. And I had to let that aspiration of my life go. Anything I had left was gone. The more I looked for it, the more I couldn't find it. Just like my phone with my family pictures. So many things that constantly went missing that I would overlook. But you know, my first husband did that too. When he passed, I found a box of my things in his room, tucked under his bed. A box of my things. When people get angry, they terrorize you even more than you realize. You know, it wasn't like a photo album or this or that. It would be like the top to a jewelry box. It would be like 3 of my tarot cards from my deck. Different things. Personal things. It was jewelry and different things. It just reminds me that those people that I loved so deeply and cared about so much were willing to take everything from me. For their own gratification. I never wanted that. I would have given them everything. I did. But it wasn't enough. And it wasn't just with my husbands, it was with my siblings too. Anyone and everyone that came into my life always wanted things from me, and when I couldn't give them what they wanted, they'd just take it. And if I had nothing left to take, they would just leave. Call me names. And tell bad stories about me. I don't mind being the villain in someone else's story. It means I'm a hero on my own. But I'm tired of living alone. I really am. I'm so grateful to have my little doggy. But sometimes it would be nice to have a conversation with someone that could actually conversate back. And someone that doesn't want to talk about politics. Like, how is that so essential in the world? It's not. It really isn't. The unconditional love is the most important thing in this world. And if we put everything else above it, or before it, we're doomed. If you put your personal desires over unconditional love, things will fall apart. You're making Swiss cheese. You're not making solid ground. So think about the foundation you're building. Is it solid or is it Swiss cheese? "46 to 56 minutes left. I need to close this video just because the memory on my phone is gonna lock up soon if I don't. And it's time to walk my dog. But my emotional state is not straight. Nope. And it feels like it gets worse every year with these holidays. I've been like this for at least 4 or 5 years now. I mean, I know I've been like this a lot more than that, but consecutively, continuously, I have not broken from this depression. I have not celebrated a holiday with family for over 5 years now. Well, my second husband left me on New Year's. This year, New Year's will be the beginning of 5 years. And I gave up my whole family before to be with my second husband. And now I have none. Now I have me and my dog. My son, he gets to celebrate holidays with his father's family. And that's important for him. Because I wasn't always with his dad. And I miss those holidays with the fam. And I don't. At the same time. Because it wasn't my family. I always felt a little bit outside the family. Even when I was in the family. And I don't think anybody ever cared. And I'm not saying that to be cruel or mean. It's just an observation. Reality. I feel the tears flooding in again. Thank you for your time and listening. Once I clear some memory out of my phone, I'll probably make a part 2 to this because it's the 20th. So there'll be another week of the depression getting heavier and heavier. And I want to be able to document it in hopes that one day I'll get out of it. Love you.